Hey guys, Corinne here. So I've done a couple of videos now about my card planner, my index card planner, right? So if you've never seen one of these, this is my index card planner, and it's a perpetual planner where basically once you set it up, you don't have to do anything else with it, and the cards just sort of leapfrog over each other every month and like every week. So one thing I wanted to do though is that when I look at this in the morning, it looks very overwhelming to me because it looks like, oh my gosh, I have all of this to do, right? But I don't have all of this to do, right? I just have what's up here, right? I just have what's here for the day, right? So what I wanted to do was just sort of come up with like a system for just what do you need to just focus on for today kind of thing. So that's what we're doing today. So what I was thinking is I have all these these are like old dividers, right? That I don't really, I'm trying to think of a way I can like repurpose these. So I was thinking maybe I could just label these or something. I'm not sure. But what I was thinking is if I have this one out, so this is everything that has to happen today, right? Everything that goes here, everything in front of the date is what I do today. And then when it's done, I would flip it to tomorrow, so it would just go behind this, okay? But if it's something that's supposed to be done next month, that's where I run into the problem, right? Because I don't have next month with me, and I don't have like next week with me. So like if this was Sunday and I needed to flip it to Sunday, like I would have to flip it to behind, and then it would just all get cluttered. I think like maybe it would make sense better if I just show you, okay? So on every day I read my advantages deck and I read my response cards. So this is from the Beck's Diet for Life book, where she's teaching you about how to lose weight, and it's the emotional mental part about losing weight and getting your mindset correct so that you can lose weight for good, right? So this is my advantages list. So I read this every day, and this takes me only a couple minutes. So it's like, okay, I read that, and then I flip it. Okay, yep. And then I read this. Then I read these. So these are kind of like affirmations. It's also called cognitive therapy. So I read through these, right? So I'm reading them all. This does not take me long at all because, like, you imagine I'm just reading these cards, right? Okay. Now, here's an example. Okay, I need to empty the trash. Well, I don't empty the trash every day. I empty the trash once a week. So I don't want to flip it here because then I'll be in with my everyday cards, right? I want to be able to flip it and put it to next week. So then when I come back to my card stack at night, I just put this to the next week, and then I put like these will all sit for tomorrow, and then the ones for next month. But do you get what I'm saying? So I don't want to have to carry all of these with me. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. So this one is a daily. This is a task I got to get done. Task. This one is a daily. This usually goes in the front, actually. This one is a daily, a daily, a daily. This one, I actually don't use this anymore because I have it on my calendar on the wall for the meal planning. I'm gonna put it in storage though, because I use my storage section is to store cards, not to do storage inventory. So this one is something I need to do as a task. This is a task. This is a task. This is a task, and this is a task. So the only other one that's really a daily one that belongs in here is I usually like to look at these in this order. Okay. So I would go through all of these in the daily. Then I would do my tasks, right? And then I would have these blue ones are my evening routine. So they would get shuffled last at night. Okay, so what I need to have with me to be able to do this, right, is for me to do it every day, is I'm gonna need a next month tab, right? Next day is gonna just flip. A next week, right? And I guess just a plain done, like for a task, right? That's just done, right? And it's not gonna flip. All right, so I have these, like I said. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these and I'm just gonna do, like, until I really figure this out, I try not to spend a lot of money on these sort of solutions until I tested them out that I like the way they work. So I'm gonna take all of this. Okay, I probably will put some tape on these to just make them a little bit stiffer, right? So they're not so, see how like they really are worn. I did that, like all of my tabs are made out of cardstock, so they're like thicker. And then my months actually have like label on them, so they're thicker too. So these ones will probably need that also. So what I could do, okay, so I think we said this one's gonna be next week, next month, and then done, right? So then when I get doing my week, my thing, it will either flip for tomorrow, we'll flip for tomorrow, it will flip for next week, flip for next month, or it will flip for done. But the only thing though is when you flip this for tomorrow, right? When you flip this for tomorrow, these ones are gonna flip here behind the 29. And then next week's are gonna be also, because usually in the system, you put yours in the front. So the 29s would be here. And so what's gonna get confusing, and we'll have to see, like I said, I'm testing this, right? Is if I flip this, if I go behind on this, but when I'm in my card deck, I go in front, I don't know if I'm going to confuse myself. There's only one way to find out, right? So these ones were all tasks I wanted to try to get done tomorrow. So they go in between these two colors. Sorry, you can't see that. They go in between the colors. And this one, just move that up. So lately, I don't really need this card anymore because the cards are actually in the deck now, so I don't really need those. So what I will probably do to just stick on the top, because what happens sometimes when I first wake up is I want to walk. Where we're still living right now is because of the accident, is we're staying in a hotel. So I've been going down to the workout room and I've been walking on the treadmill, and while I'm walking on the treadmill, I want to read my cards, right? I probably wouldn't walk, like sometimes I walk in place in the camper, so I could walk in place while I do these, while I read these cards, right? And then I answer like my Slack messages and my email while I'm walking, so that way I'm walking while I'm getting this stuff done, and it just makes me feel better. So what I'm probably gonna do is just take one of these yellow guys. This is a blank one from last month, and I'm just going to remind myself, because if I don't remind myself, what happens is I just go straight to my computer and I just start getting sucked into the computer vortex. So I'm probably going to take these. I'm going to get rid of these. These two I don't need anymore, but I'm going to put this one right on the front. And cards. Okay, so this will remind me, go and walk while you do your cards. Don't do these, like don't skip it, right? Okay, so then these ones, we said, we're gonna be, let's see, that's not an erasable pen either. Okay, so this is, oh, I hate writing without a back. next week. Next month. And done. I might, like I said, I have a label maker, so I might just fix those, and that will make them firmer, right? All right, so these will sit here. So this will be my deck for tomorrow, which I know it seems like really big, but honestly, like these ones, because I'm doing them while I'm walking, it takes like no time. So these ones are all walking. These ones are all being done while I'm walking. This one I'm gonna get rid of. This one hasn't been happening anymore. This one, I used to sit down and fill my water, light a candle, sit at the island and do my cards. Now I'm walking. Okay. I probably might see, it's a good thing I did this in erasable. Because this would not. Okay. So. This is now water, because I stopped drinking coffee. Walk. And cards. Okay, that will remind me to do these first thing. Okay, so then I go through these. These ones I kind of just read and do them. And then once they turn to white, these are all tasks that I need to get done. Okay, so this is with this. These are actually the same, like plan for the month and important dates, are, like they're literally the same. So I probably should get rid of these. We'll turn this one into a blank. So these two are together because they need to happen together. The menu plan, I do this actually, I don't do this monthly, I do this weekly. And I do this on Sundays. I think I may already have one, which is why it's weird. Okay, so important dates, monthly review, family council, these all need to happen together. These ones, again, these are tasks I need to get done. These are one-offs. Okay. This will go in the trash. I mean, in storage, because we're not emptying the trash right now while we're in our hotel room. The maid, like the housekeeping subs that does it. Okay, and then monthly, weekly budget. This one I probably need to change. Oh, sorry. Monthly, weekly budget. This one I probably need to change into like a different color or something. My colors are kind of like, I use them for time blocks. So like the yellow ones I do in the morning, the blue ones I do at night, and then the white ones are tasks that I basically do during my work block, right? And that's just because I change these so frequently that I didn't put these on colors. Okay, so what I'm probably gonna do is just get like a little binder clip and clip these, and then this will be my card deck that I kind of put on my computer and say like, this is what you're gonna work on tomorrow. And then this is just like a little bit, this is less overwhelming than looking at all of this in the morning, right? Okay. So I'll put these all away. See, this is why it's so good to keep these extras as storage, because when you're traveling, you don't have a printer like readily available. I could just snip these off and they could become a blank, you know? Or like I said, I'm using these right now as little dividers. So I put these in here. I just store these in the back with my other blanks. Okay. All right, so we'll see how this goes.